Hi guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Past year was not easy for me. That's why this is the first English video in forever. And also I had to develop some self-care habits to function well in that time. So that's what this video will be about. You've already seen my morning routine on this channel, so I'm not going to show you every step of it, and to be honest, each morning is different. What I do depends on a lot of things, so in this video I'll just focus on the things I do to take care of myself. Making my bed in the morning is a habit I try to maintain. It doesn't take much time or effort, but it really helps me start the day right. Looking at the made bed just somehow makes me feel better, so I try to leave my bedroom nice and clean. So that day I had my workout clothes prepared the day before. That way I don't really have to think about what I'll wear, and having some comfy clothes on will give me the motivation to actually work out in the morning. But first, I'm taking my dog for a walk. This is obviously something I do every morning, but I don't like to think about it as a chore. Now that it's still summer, going outside can actually be pretty enjoyable, so a morning walk is something I like to treat as a self-care habit. One thing that was keeping me excited to go for a walk in the last week was a Harry Potter app, which is kind of like Pokemon Go. I never really got into that one, but this one is pretty cool since I really enjoy the Hogwarts and Harry Potter world. It's just something that makes my walks a little longer, which also helps to keep my doggy happy. Then it's workout time. Sometimes I go for a run, sometimes it's yoga or Pilates, always something simple and enjoyable. And my favorite part of the morning, a nice hot bath. It's the main reason why I think it's worth it to wake up at least a little earlier. I actually usually do it in the evenings, but if I was busy or just tired the day before, I leave it for the next day, which is also a nice way to relax. I usually play some of my favorite music or podcast, and here I also had a bath bomb from my London trip. This is definitely not something I do on a daily basis, it's just something I do from time to time to spoil myself a little. I find pleasure in testing new cosmetics and pampering my body. It makes me feel so much better about myself. So I actually think it's one of my main ways to take care of myself from the outside. Tidying up my surroundings helps me clean my mind, so I like to start my day by picking up things from the day before and getting my workspace ready. I do all the cleaning up as early as possible, not leaving it for the evening. It will look like this every morning anyway, so I'd rather just take care of it after I wake up so I can spend my whole day in a clean space. The main thing here was the laundry, but that did not take me a lot of time, and also my desk. And my tip for you is to use your phone. Just set the timer for 10 minutes and do as much work as possible in that time. It's not much after all, but you'll see that you can usually do most of the things that you needed to do in that time, so it's a sneaky way to trick your brain. After a small task like this one, it's way easier to do something that I would usually put off until later. And here, as you can see, it took me just 4 minutes to clean up my desk. During all this cleaning up, I'm either listening to an ebook or watching a podcast.
I was also thinking about, this is a coffee is a dry t-shirt, we're thinking about, everyone is saying we should do pour it in the cup.
And there's one more thing I do before sitting down to work. I make myself a refreshing infused water. What I like to do is put in some fruit and vegetables, in this case lemon, cucumber and some blueberries, and I'm using a big cup for it, which I can later just refill with more water. And that's all for my morning self-care habits. I hope you found something you can incorporate into your mornings. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!